We now hand you over to our question master for the night, Willie Welch.
Fáilte go trán agéis Tranona agus tá Cera Fuiran an seo. We have Tyg McCarthy is representing Carberry from the far side. They are the red and yellow fellas over the far side. And next to them we have Duhala, which is Boherbui. And on the third place here in the white, we have Carberry by Island Oak. And then we have Emma Kelly with Dungourney here near us. Now, they all know what's the format at this stage. All the number ones are seated down here because they need to rest while the others are getting ready. Now, what happens is that they'll be asked 3 questions. They write down the answers. And the 3 questions are 1 on GA, 1 on Irish history, and 1 on general knowledge. They're 4-mark questions. And when they're finished, we collect the sheet from them. They hand the thing on to the next person in their team, and they'll do likewise and be asked 3 questions again. And then we go to the last round, which is a team round of 6-mark questions, and we have 4 questions in that. So I think we'll get started. They know the format from before, so we'll start off with the first group. GAA is the first question. Name the GAA ground in Ennis, County Clare. Could we have complete silence down below? Give them a chance. History. They get 20 seconds. History. What is the name of the house in Dublin where the doll sits? And general knowledge. On what river is the town of Newbridge, County Kildare? And now we'll get John to collect the sheets of the first round and hand them here to the table to the scorekeeper. And will you give them a big round of applause because things have gone very quiet. You have the answers, yeah. Now the number 2s will have the same type of... Are we all the number 2s seated? We have... And they have their sheet. Make sure the name of the club is on top of the sheet. GAA. Who is the new manager of the Dublin senior hurling team? History. Who founded the Mercy Order of Nuns? Was it Nan O'Neill or Catherine Macaulay? The Mercy Order of Nuns, was it Nan O'Neill or Catherine Macaulay? And general knowledge. In which county was St. Bridget born? Was it County Kildare or County Louth? You're not allowed to phone a friend, so could you turn off the phones, please? And we have the same again. We'll collect the sheets from the 4 competitors. Give them, yes, thank you. Give them a big round of applause. And now we'll have the number 3 members of each team. And they get their little sheet and make sure the name of the club is on top. And again, GA question for number 3 team. Name the club that won the Munster Senior Club Final in football in 2008. Oh yes, name the club that won the Munster Senior Club Final in senior football this year, 2008. That is the club that won the Munster Final in senior football. What saint was associated with Clonmacnoise? And general knowledge, which Irish county has the shortest coastline? Give them a big round of applause again, and Dennis will collect the sheets from that round. And we'll have a little while there while they're collecting, while they're adding up the scores for that part of the quiz before we'll proceed to the next and final round, which is the 6-mark questions. And while they're adding up that, I will go through the answers. That's fine. I will go through the answers to the rounds now. And the first round we had the GA ground in Ennis County Clare is Cusick Park. Where the Dáil sits is Leinster House. And the river on which Newbridge is the Liffey. Anthony Daly is the new manager of the Dublin senior hurling team. Catherine Macaulay founded the Mercy Order of Nuns. And St. Bridget was born in Fahart in County Louth. She had a monastery later in Kildare. The club that won the Munster Senior Final in football in 2008 was Drum Broadford of Limerick. And the saint associated with Clonmacnoise is St. Kieran. And we don't mind whether it was spelt with a K or a C, we'll take whichever. And the Irish county with the shortest coastline is County Leitrim. There's about 150 yards, they tell me. I wasn't up there, but I'll take their word for it. And Meath would be the second one. So that's Leitrim was the county with the shortest coastline. And we'll have a score check before we go into the final round. We have it very tight, very good answering. Tig McCarthy's have a total of 32. Boherbui have a total of 28. Island Oak have a total of 24. And Dungourney have a total of 28. Now the full total in that round would be 36. So that's quite good answering, and give them a big, big round of applause. Apologies there, there's a correction to one of the teams down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 32. Yes, there is a correction to Dungourney. So we'll just call them again. Tig McCarthy's have a total of 32. Boherbue have a total of 28, Island Oak have a total of 24, and Dungourney have a total of 32. So there are 2 teams at the top, but it's all to play for in the 6 mark, and the teams get together now, and I will ask you 4 questions. The first question is in Irish history. The second question is Ceistá Scoilge for the GAA, agus caithfidh sibh an freagra a scrí síosá Scoilge. And the third question is on general knowledge, and the last question will be on GAA. Irish history. Are we right? Yes, we let the person that's doing describing sit down, yeah. Are we all comfortable? Lovely. History. What newspaper did Thomas Davis help found in 1842? What was the name of the newspaper founded by Thomas Davis in 1842? Ceistá Scoilge for the GAA. Cén cúnde a bhuaigh craobh sínsir na hÉireann sa fell sa bhliain 2003. Pell 2003. And general knowledge, what is the common name for sodium chloride? And GAA, who managed the Irish GAA team in Australia in 2008 for the Football International Series? And now, John, will you collect the sheets again, please? Give them a big round of applause. Right. And now, while they're looking at those and correcting those, I gave them the corrections there. The newspaper founded by Thomas Davis in 1842 was The Nation. An cúnde a bhuaigh craobh sínsir na hÉireann sa fell sa bhliain 2003, Tyrone. The common name for sodium chloride is salt. And the manager of the Irish team in Australia for the international series was Sean Boylan. It's very easy for me. I have all the answers written down here in front of me. Yeah. That is all right. Oh, yeah. That's in English. Yeah. I'll have to tell you first. We go ahead to the... 8, 24, 24, 56, yeah. Yeah, that's right. It's 56 also. We will try at the top. This is good. Right, we have a very interesting result here now. You could nearly feel the tension. Tyke McCarty's finished with a grand total of 56 out of 60. Boherbui finished with a grand total of 46, so well done to Boherbui. Island Oak finished with a grand total of 48. Well done to Island Oak. And Dungourney finished with a grand total of 56. So we have a tie at the top. And the procedure is that they'll go into a tiebreaker round, or 2 rounds, or 3 rounds, or we might be here all night. And they're asked 3 questions at a time until we decide who's first. But you get 3 questions each round, and the answers are handed up. And the other 2 teams, thanks very much. Give them a big round of applause again. The first tie-break round, we get 3 questions. The first question is, how many seats are in Dáil Éireann? Is it 148 or 166? Second question, on what river is the town of Coleraine? And the third question, how many Irish counties begin with the letter L? Is it 3, 4, or 5? Now, and we'll hand up the sheet, please. Have you the name on the top of the sheet, please? Name of the club on the top of the sheet, please. Now, the answers to the questions are, while we're doing them up here, the answer, how many seats in Dáil Éireann? It's 166. The Coleraine is on the ban. And the number of Irish counties that begin with the letter L is 5. So we have the 2 teams are still level. They had 2 out of 3 correct in that one. So we go on to another round. Well done. First question, is Malin Head in County Derry or Donegal? Second question, give another name for the rowan tree, R-O-W-A-N, the rowan tree. And the third question, who wrote the play Sive? S-I-V-E. Who wrote the play Sive? And again, John, will you collect the sheets, please? Malin Head is in Donegal. The rowan tree is the mountain ash. And the person who wrote the play Sive is John B. Keane. So we have a result, but before we call out the result, I want you to give those lads a big, big round of applause. And the lady, well done. The standard of answering here this evening has been tremendous, actually. Out of the total of 60 for the beginning, we had a great result, and they kept, I thought I'd be here all night. So thanks indeed to those, but we have a result, and Tig McCarry is shaded with 2 answers right out of 3 there, Donegal and John B. Keane, and Dungourney had Donegal, but they had John Millington sing for Sive. So give them a round. Well done, lads, and keep it up. I'll hand them in, you see, I have.
Congratulate the 4 teams who took part in the question time, and to congratulate our question master Willie Walsh, his helpers Frank Houlihan and Dennis Keller. And we're now moving on to the novelty acts. One of the novelty acts has already been performed earlier tonight, and we're now moving on to the second novelty act on your programme. Give us a small bit of time here now to get the stage organised. But representing the Musgrave Division and the Cloruf Club will be on stage now very shortly. And our competitor on stage is representing the Musgrave Division and the Cloruf Club, and the name of their act is An Evening at the Gallery. And I'd ask for a bit of silence now, please. We're now showing a clear stage.
Here. And how are we meant to work in these overcrowded conditions? Beats me.
'Tis true, girl. What a daft idea for an exhibition. Wouldn't they leave these statues where they belong? Interactive. Whatever that means.
What would be wrong with a few paintings? A few portraits of us? We'd send all the lads in Cork here.
I know what you're on about. Sure, look. 'Tis 6 o'clock. We'll miss the 6-1 news with Brian Dobson. He's so dreamy.
Echo, evening echo, breaking news, big exhibition Leaside.
What's happening here? He spoke. I know he spoke. Why? I don't know, maybe he's stone crazy.
Let's take cover.
Come on now. Statues can't talk. I'm going first.
You two finished yet? Where Where do you think you're going in such a hurry?
Tis the Echo Boy, miss. We thought...
He needed a polish.
Yes, that's right. I mean, look at him. He's crying out for a polish.
Get on with it then. This exhibition opens tomorrow, and I want to leave no stone unturned. Or unpolished, for that matter. I'll be back later.
Phew, that was a close one.
Sure, look, we better get back to work.
Echo, evening echo, Cork welcome, Statue of Liberty.
Liberator? I'm the Statue of the Liberator. The one, the only, the great Daniel O'Connell.
He wasn't talking about you, Mr. Liberator. He was referring to yours truly, the internationally famous Statue of Liberty. Give me your tired report, your humble masses, young...
Will someone tell her to put a stop to it? The people appreciate me. I give emancipation.
Oh, 'twas him, was it? I'd often be sitting on the loo for 2 hours, and nothing happened to me.
No, that's constipation, Rosie.
I don't care what type of Asian it is. All I know is it better be constipation.
Ahem. I'll remind you I was elected MP in Dublin and in Ennis in the same general election.
Ash, it is no wonder they want the tidy towns, girl. They're all full up there.
I'm not from Ennis, I'm from Carsoiveen and proud of it, the kingdom and the 35 Ard Islands I watched us winning.
But we're from the rebel county, Danny boy. We have 7 All-Irelands in just 4 years with the rebelettes.
Oh, Danny boy, oh, Danny boy, we love you so. Are you two still at it? What this time? We were just saying how we love this job.
Yes, and we love you paying us so well, especially in this recession.
We wish you could be with us permanently.
Maybe we can make you into a statue.
Yes. Well, unfortunately, I have better things to be doing than standing round here, listening to you two. Now look alive. Now look alive, look alive, look alive.
Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh.
Well, look at my stars and straps. Who is she?
She is Molly Malone from Dublin town. Now back off of Mr. O'Connell here, because he's a mate of mine. There's no need for the likes of you, down here in Cork, with those spikes you can poke an eye out.
Excuse you me? I'm the special guest here in this exhibition, and I doubt anyone will be too upset to see the tart with the cart wheel her barrow back to Dublin. The smell is bad enough to send me back to New York. Well, she is a fishmonger.
And so are my mother and father before. They both wheeled their barrows through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh.
Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, with the lowlands.
Echo, evening echo, Audrey O'Connor down in County Cork.
Thanks, finally, Miss Statue of Liberty. There's no need for those slight remarks about the lady with the cart.
Well, said my honourable friend, Padraig O'Connor, sir.
Go Reverend Margaret. But my Irish Molly O, you could be kinder to the Yank, thought she got hauling.
What's that he's saying, Josie? Is it a foreign language?
It must be Rosie. Why didn't you think he'd speak a bit of Irish? Don't tell me you two are still jabbering. No, we're almost ready now.
Yes, the exhibition is practically ready to open. Perhaps you'd like to have a look around?
Certainly. Just one coat of Ranseal quick drying varnish. Dries and hardens in 10 seconds.
Ronseal, quick drying varnish.
It does exactly what it says on the tin. God save Ireland, which ye got a strange country. I mean, woman, selling fish out of a cart, and little boys shouting all around the place. Wow. Back in the States, you've got oil fields bigger than your capital city.
We don't need your oil fields. In Cork, we have natural gas.
Echo, evening echo, natural gas releases statue sound.
Have you seen anyone trying to make fun? Rolling and bawling, throwing insults at ya, just stick out your chest, for we are the best. Say what ya will make you a statue. A statue, a statue. Say what ya will make you a statue. From Dublin to Cork, or even New York, you'll see monuments galore looking at ya. If you ever have a date, there's no excuse for being late. Say I'll meet ya below at the statue. The statue, the statue. Say I'll meet ya below at the statue. The statue, the statue. Say I'll meet ya below at the statue.
Well done to Kirov, and we move on to the next act on your programme, representing the Duhallow Division and the Mill Street Club, and they are going to, their name of their act is Ship of Tears, Ship of Hope. Give us a few minutes now to get the mics and things organised, and we'll be on our way again.
In the summer of 1845, after a long wet spell, the people of Ireland went to dig their potatoes.
6 rows of potato, and not one good spud.
Well, what's going to become of us? Look, I know you're against the workhouse, but they're offering greater too.
I told you before, we're not going to those places.
It's surely better than this. Anything is better than this.
Have you any pride, woman?
Pride. Pride won't put food in our mouths. Half the people are already at the workhouse doors.
I just hate the thought of those places.
There's nothing here. Can you not see that? If we continue like this, we'll starve. For the sake of the child, just go.
Oh, inanimate indeed.
In these sad and lonely days for Ireland, our people shipped across the ocean wide. They left their footsteps by the harbour walls, and their dreams are in the hills and the cabins that were homes, in the fields and in the towns of Ireland.
The tragedy, the hunger, the death and pain.
In our hearts we always will remember all the millions that were lost, all the lives that it cost. In those ships, those coffin ships, those ships of tears. These overcrowded ships not fit for people. The angel of death did cast its hungry eye, for many will die upon the ocean deep. and the children's hungry pleas from the thirst and disease in those ships, those coffin ships, those ships of peace. Nay, we're a born day.
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 And their ghosts will dance upon the ocean, their spirits are wandering on a lonely wave. The moon and stars will cast a loving eye. Build a bridge, across the sea, place a cross, in memory, for each life, that was lost in that Holocaust. For each life, that was lost. For each life, that was lost in that Holocaust.
Fatherless and motherless, no brothers have I, and all my little sisters in the cold grave lie, wasted with hunger. I saw them falling dead, lonely and bitter were the tears that I shed.
All in all, about 1 million Irish people died. Those that immigrated to America and Canada brought with them their strength, their courage, and their hope. Queen Victoria came to rule us by and by.
Oh, so bloody long we thought she'd never die. She presided over hunger, famine, poverty and disease. She drove the people from their homes to into lovely on seas. Her mother, mother, little babe, she's easy, lady, and day. Don't keep her drink for a little lady, I know, lady, I say.
Mill Street, and we move on to the final novelty act of the evening. Before we get to that, I want to welcome Tommy Healy, chairman of the Munster Scór Committee. I see him around there at the break. Is he there? I want to welcome Tommy and thank him for his presence here this evening. As I said, our final competitor representing the Carbery division, Carbery Rangers, they're going to, the name of their act is the Golden Gate. So you know where the Golden Gate is. Give us a few minutes now to get the microphones organised and we'll be with you.
You're sure what are you doing cleaning over there? There's no angel dust around here, you know. Will there be many new arrivals today?
Just one small crowd, arriving from Ovens.
Oh?
By the way, I believe the boss has some new password for going into heaven.
Hang on, have a look at this. I'll show you. Quota rectus.
Can I try?
Of course you can.
Quota rectus. Very good. The Irish will like that one.
Any announcements?
Just a few. Here you are.
Will Matthew, Mark, Luke and John please report to the information office, please? Cloud 9, thank you. Keep off the clouds now, keep off the clouds.
Aren't them grand gates there? We for some would have no problem with getting over them. Did anyone ever tell you you looked like an angel?
My dear man, I am an angel. I'm Gabriel, the Archangel.
Whatever you say yourself.
Now, what is your name, sir?
Padraig O'Sullivan. I'm Irish.
You're from Ireland. Can you do some Irish singing or Irish dancing?
Sure I will, so. O Roche de Bahawalya, O Roche de Bahawalya, O Roche de Bahawalya, and this year Hopton Taurig.
Oh, very good. Now, I remember you. You're the man who slipped while trying to build all those bridges. And now, you've arrived at the gates of heaven. Before gaining entry, you must fill up this short FOSS application form.
Don't tell me Dote Crowder here as well. And don't tell me I have to get my hair done like Mary Harney.
No. Ours stands for the Flying Angel Society. If you are successful, you will fly through the gates of heaven. If not, you will go to hell for all eternity.
Gabriel.
Sorry, Peter. Now, your age, sir?
51.
Now, your family. Have you any brothers or sisters?
Yes, I have 2 sisters. One is working in Mallow and the other is dead. Sure, put the 2 down as dead.
Your sister? What did she die of?
She died of a Tuesday.
I mean, what was the cause of her demise?
Yes, you're right, but she closed her demise.
How did she die?
She died on her back.
Look, can you please tell me, what was the complaint?
There was no complaint at all. Everyone was happy.
Right. Now, had you any other occupation before being a builder?
I was a small farmer.
How small?
4'6".
I mean the size of your farm.
Oh, 250 acres.
Okay, so religion?
Fianna Fáil.
You're a Roman Catholic, I take it.
I am, and an Irish Catholic.
Final question now. What do you think of Vatican II?
Sure, we only get RTE 1 and 2.
Please take a seat. Someone will be with you in a moment.
What do you think of my chances are on getting into Oras Neutron? I could make it worth your while, you know.
My dear man, I should warn you, that canvassing will disqualify you. Now please, take a seat, and someone will be with you in a moment.
Could I have an old drink?
This is heaven, you know. We do have holy water. Our font is in cloud 3 over there. Do help yourself.
My God, you have a cloud around here for everything. Oh, Roche de Bahawalya, oh, Roche de Bahawalya.
A handbag has been lost. Will St. Anthony please report to the lost spot immediately? Thank you. You'll be very busy today, you know. There's a big crowd from Cork arriving.
Okay, Peter.
Quota rectus.
Hey!
Are you sure you're in the right cloud? You see, we're only taking the Irish clouds today.
Oh yes, I'm very, very sure indeed.
Have you any identification?
I have many, many means of identification. My Visa card, my access card, my check card, my blue card, my green card, and my Knights of Columbanus membership card.
I see. Now, what is your name, sir?
My name is Mohammed Halalu Mosiki Tutanum Kanute.
What do they call you for short?
Halal for short.
Okay, Halal. Now, where do you come from? Is it China, Japan, or where?
No, it's not from China. I come from Roscrea, meat packers.
Meat packers? That's where the sheep and pigs come from, sir.
Oh, no. That's where the pigs go to.
Well, I hope the rashes and sausages are all right again now.
And this is my butcher's license.
You're from Ireland! Can you speak some Irish?
Unvuil Caragum Dolomakadion Leheris. Toganzior.
Do you any other jobs before being a butcher?
Well, many, many moons ago, I used to work in a chip shop.
And why did you leave that job?
Oh, I was fired.
And why were you fired?
Well, one day the boss caught me leaning up against the potato peeler.
And what happened to the potato peeler?
Oh, she was fired as well.
Right. What religion are you?
I have many, many religions. Roman Catholic, Hindu, Protestant, Muslim.
Hold on, you have 2 Muslim certs. I will take your application to Peter for verification. And if you are successful, you will go to heaven. If not, you will go to hell for all eternity. Sorry, Peter. Now, please take a seat.
And where you like me to take the seat to?
I mean, sit on it, silly.
Hello, I'm Patrick O'Sullivan. I'm Irish.
My name is Mohammed Halalu Mosiki Tutanum Kanute.
You're a bit of a head case, all right.
I come from Roscrea.
You will be going to Ross Hell very shortly.
Padraig O'Sullivan, please step forward.
Forward, not sideways.
We found that when completing your health return forms in 2008, you cheated. Yes, you cheated.
You naughty little boy.
So as they say in your native language, Táitríg dulcius, you're going to where you will shrivel and fry, just like you are a fish in a chip shop.
Peter,
Halal, step forward.
I really like your hairdo.
We have looked up all your documents, which had a very impressive display indeed. But we found that you being in the meat industry, you had some jealous and devious thoughts about the Minister for Agriculture, Brendan Smith.
And that makes you a very naughty boy.
So, if you excuse the pun, you two are bound for the unforgettable fire. Get ready for your flight. We'll be with you in a moment. Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's
off to hell we go.
Hi-ho, hi-ho.
You will just shut up. You're worse than Shane Ward.
It's all your fault, you simple little Irish farmer.
Sure, I suppose I might as well admit it. 'Twas the quota rectus.
What did you say?
'Twas the quota rectus.
Oh,